everybody, welcome back. Been a couple weeks, so I wanted to show some more progress of what we've been up to here at Retrosoft Studios, working on our, our first paid DLC that's going to come out. Hopefully, hopefully soon, as soon as possible. I'm not putting a date on it, but we're making a lot of progress. So I thought, hey, we've done a decent amount since the last update, so why not give you guys a little sneak peek of what we've been working on and what we've been up to. So I guess let's jump right in. And so today I'm going to test some Magnum T.A basic moves. So we have his move set. We are working on his existing, we're working on coding in the game his new moves, which I'm not going to show today. But we do have some of his in-game footage of him moving around, working and doing some existing, basic moves that's going to be part of his move set, but it's stuff that's been in the game before. So I'm just going to hit start here. Let's see, go to my other screen here, unpause it. Okay, so you'll notice this is kind of a testing thing that we do. If I hit quit here, it just automatically goes into Magnum fighting Animal. You'll notice like in the top left corner, it shows Hawk actually right now. We have that artwork done, we just didn't put it in. So again, we're just working on Magnum's basic stuff. Punching, kicking, we'll drop kick if I can make it. So far we have some of his moves done for a downed opponent. Most of his basics are done. So like my Irish whip, can throw him in there. Body slam, pick them up. So you'll see here I'm just doing a bunch of the basic moves at this point. A little taunt going on. So everything's looking good. This is pretty basic. We actually have a new programmer who came on a couple months ago who's been working on Magnum. Unfortunately, our code base isn't the best. And from talking to other people, everyone said about their code they don't think it's great. So it's taken him a little while to kind of get his feet wet. We also have a couple of the existing programmers that have been with us for over a year at this point, helping out in a couple other areas, which I am going to show one of those other areas shortly here. Let's see what else we got. So we have a couple of Magnum's moves, and again, this is just part of his move set. You'll notice here, like in the testing, we just have it zoomed out. It was just again a quick testing thing that we can throw together. And let's see, maybe we'll finish them with a figure four. This is something basic. It's funny, I noticed in the comments after my last video, people said, hey, why don't you just turn the difficulty all the way down so you don't keep getting beat by the computer? So we did that. And I got an error on my side, which you guys do not see here. Here, it's just not showing it. So I can abort that and I can just relaunch it. Which is expected as we're doing this. So I'll just go back into it. So that's Magnum, and you'll notice one of the things I have in here while we're testing this. Where is it? He switches to Robert Gibson and does a head scissors. And Animal actually changes to our enhancement talent. So again, this is kind of the shell of Magnum. We are working on that. I think you'll see in the next I would say in the next week or so, all of his basics will be in, and we'll be moving on to his specials. So again, they've all been animated. And if you bear with me, all right, I'll make this a little bigger. Sorry that took so long. So here's one of the things. And this isn't in game obviously, but it's just one of the moves Magnum T.A did a lot. I always liked it. It was kind of like obviously you can see it here now, an elbow and then a back fist to the face. So that's just one of the new, I think he has 7, I want to say, unique new moves that's going to be coming to him. So real fun to play with. Again, I know I've told this story before for some of the guys and girls who've been around a long time, but Magnum T.A was my favorite wrestler growing up. So when we first started development of the game, he wasn't available because he was under a WWE deal at the time, a Legends deal. So that came up. I immediately contacted him, and we got him signed on. So and I've gotten to know him a little bit. Great guy. So with that said, that's just the one thing I wanted to show you there. So we can pull that down. Hopefully this comes out all right. And then let's go back to, there's Magnum again. So that is Magnum T.A. There, as soon as I say that, I lost, I lose 2 grapples in a row. I can always hit him with a drop kick, right? Okay. All right. So that's kind of a Magnum update. Again, he is completely, artwork all completely done. Animations all done. We just have to, we're in the process of coding them in the game. So the other thing today I'm going to show off, I'm going to close that one and I'm going to open up a different build that we have going on to show off a new game mode that's going to be coming to the next update. So this, I don't think, I might have mentioned some of this to people who I've seen at conventions and at WrestleCon. We haven't showed any of this, so this is the first time showing you. You'll notice here in our main menu, we have one thing that should look a little different here, and we have this thing called House Show Mode. Pending the name, I'm pretty sure we're going to keep it as House Show Mode. Part of me is like, oh, that's pulling back the curtain a little bit, because I don't think people call them house shows necessarily. But now, since, you know, in the age of the internet, everybody knows that's what they all refer to them, some house show, with all the shoot interviews out and everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this, and we're going to kind of explain what the RetroMania House Show Mode is. So you can see there, choose sides in a set of exciting random matches. Rack up a win streak and complete special challenges to improve your score. But if you lose once, it's all over. So the concept behind this House Show Mode is to add some more replayability to the game. So now, in addition to like your 10 pounds of gold mode, the story mode, which you can play through, and there's, you know, 3 different endings that you can try to get to, and then obviously versus mode, which is kind of the heart and soul of most wrestling games. We're adding this House Show Mode where every time you go into here, you'll have an option between a single player mode and then a 2-player mode versus. So you can, we're still playing around if we want to do competitive or cooperative or both. So we're working on those right now. But if I go into single player for now, what's going to do is it's going to randomly generate a house show. And we're kind of like this background what we're going for is a kind of a poster you would see. I still want to do, I think, some additional artwork here. Right now we're using our standard caricatures that we have in place. And then each thing will be kind of, we're using the silhouette of people. And then you can pretty much, if you know the artwork, you can tell who's who. And then it'll be a random match. So in this one, we have an opener here. And sorry, it's a little small on the screen. I'm actually looking at the camera for, so I'm going to look over here. But we'll see here, there's a challenge, hit with a steel chair, plus 50, okay? So each one will have kind of a specific challenge that you have to try to do in order to get additional points. So, but if I'm going to hit start and I'm going to quit out of this, and each time I quit out, and if I go back in, it's going to create a new. So you'll look at the top here, I start with a tag team, singles, then a 6-man tag, and then it looks like a Retro Rumble is the last one. And if I quit out of here again, and I go back in, it's going to randomly generate another one. So I have, this one happens to have all singles matches. And if I go back in again, this one has singles, 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 and then a 4-way match to end it in the main event. And then we can scroll up and down through this, and then I'll show you how this works. So I'll pick Mr. Hughes here, and then I get actually a error message, not an error, but a pop-up on my own. So here we'll see the challenge, don't press the heavy button. So the challenge here, in order to get more points, is that you don't press the heavy button. And then you also notice as we're playing through this, each match, the house show mode, it randomly picks a venue that you're going to be at. So we're at the Austin Idol Universal Heartthrob Wrestling College. All right, so I'll get this started, and I'm going to go in here. I'm using Mr. Hughes. I'm going to try to beat Meanie without using the heavy button. Which, again, I have this on the easiest difficulty right now. We are going to lock it, so well, actually the first match is always easiest difficulty, and what we're going to do is the level of difficulty, like original arcade games, is going to go up as the matches progress. So it's going to be subsequently harder and harder to win this. I'm going to be kicked out. Alright, so hopefully I can get him down here. He's moving a little slow. Now he's reversing everything I do. There we go. Alright. There we go. We got the win. So what's going to happen here when I win is it's going to put this little menu is going to pop up. So traditional. We're not set on the graphics yet or how this is going to look. But you get different bonuses, a stamina bonus, and so far until you get a score. And then the score multiplier is 1. Different score multipliers will go up. So kind of like your, think of, you know how when you play Street Fighter in the arcade, single player, and you go through and you get different scores. So we're giving you kind of a chance to win the high score, and then you click the chance to continue, and it goes to the next match. And the caricatures kind of pop out. So now I have Robert Gibson. I can select between Robert Gibson and Nikita Koloff for this one. And I'm curious because I know this will probably air out because I know Robert's not completely done in here. And you can see we don't have his entrance in. And I think what I'm going to get here is I have enhancement here. Oh, there we go. We got a little net breaker in there for Robert. So Robert is still testing, so not all his moves are in here. But that's pretty much everything what we're working on. Again, this is not early stages. We have a lot of this done, but we have a lot of details to refine in this house show mode. And then we are working on one other game mode. I'm not going to reveal that quite yet, but I want to leave some stuff, right? And then we'll continue to show this stuff. And then I'll just give an update. All of Demolition's sprites are done. So we are going to be in the process, hopefully next week, of starting to get them in the game as well. So maybe, next time I do one of these, hopefully I'll have some more Magnum stuff to show, some more Rock and Roll Express to show, and then some first scenes of some Demolition stuff. So hope everybody is having a great Memorial Day weekend, and that's it for me, and then I will talk to you all next time. Thanks.
Welcome